The legacy of World War I. 10 months before the war ended, President Wilson explained to Congress his ideas for peace. One of these ideas was the League of Nations. The League of Nations is an organization set up to settle conflicts through negotiation. Senator Henry Cabot Lodge opposed President Wilson's idea that the United States join the League of Nations. He gave a speech to the Senate on February 21, 1919. If we guarantee any country its independence, we must keep at any cost our word. I wish the American people carefully to consider whether they are willing to have the youth of America ordered to war by other nations. Lodge's speech helped turn the public against the League. Wilson also delivered a speech on his ideas. This speech became known as the 14 Points. His speech called for changes in national boundaries, freedom of the seas, smaller military forces, and an end to secret treaties. These changes mentioned through the speech gave independence to the people that the Ottoman Empire of Austria-Hungary had ruled. Leaders of Britain, Italy, and France believed that Germany should pay for the damage and its part in the war. Unlike Wilson, who wanted to achieve peace without victory, the Treaty of Versailles divided up the empires of Austria-Hungary, and the Ottomans forced the Germans to accept full blame for the war. Germany was burdened with $33 billion in reparations and was also stripped of its colonies and most of its armed forces. Soon after the war ended, America experienced labor strikes that struck fear of the communist revolution, like the ones that toppled the Russian Czar, causing the Red Scare. The Red Scare was the fear of a communist revolution that also heightened upon the discovery of mail bombs sent to the government officials. Also, racial tensions increased after the war. It all started when African Americans were brought in to replace the whites on the labor strikes. Therefore, whites and African Americans fought for factory jobs and housing. In the 1920 election, the Republican candidate Warren G. Harding won a landscape because he promised to return to normalcy. Americans were drained from the race riots, fight over the Treaty of Versailles, and the League of Nations, labor strikes, and the Red Scare. So the idea of normalcy was much desired. Now on to the three questions. Question number 1. What type of revolution was feared in the Red Square? Question number 2. How did the racial tensions begin? And question number 3. What was one of the reasons America was so drained and wanted to return to normalcy? And that is the end of our presentation, The Legacy of World War I.